Hi, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been 4 months since my last video. It's been quite some time. Just know that it's gonna be about another 2 3 months before I return making videos if I decide to stay on this channel or create a new one. I'm not entirely sure. I made a poll here recently and 75% of y'all said y'all will support me. I don't know who the other person was that said no, stick to this channel, I will not support you, but that's besides the point. You've seen the title of this video and I'm not lying. I'm in a movie, which is pretty crazy to think about because I've been a fan of films my entire life, ever since I was a kid. Sitting down watching a movie with my mom or my family, and stuff like Spider-Man, Child's Play, X-Men, Back to the Future, Star Wars, like that stuff captured my imagination. And ever since then, I've been a fan of films in general. It doesn't have to be a big blockbuster or whatever. I'm just a fan of films, just like a lot of you guys are that are subscribed to the channel. But I want to talk to you guys about Secret Scene, which is a film directed by one of my good friends, Dave, over at Interpreting the Stars, which does star him, and then Mike from Did You See That, Anthony A. Perez, Justin Lomas from JJ Lomas Entertainment, Robbie Reed from The Big Rock Theory, and even I make a cameo in here. It's like 5 to 10 seconds long, but it's really awesome, but that's besides the point. The secret seam is a literal rip in the fabric of the universe. Nobody knows what it does, but there are those willing to kill others to find it, and the map to his location has just fallen into Jonathan Child's lap. So yeah, that's pretty much the story behind this one. But my favorite thing about this movie, or at least one of my favorite things, is the fact that I'm on screen with some of my best friends from YouTube. A lot of these guys started around the same time that I did, and that's just pretty crazy to think about because I've been doing YouTube, or at least on this channel, for 4.5 years now, which is pretty crazy to think about. But if you subtract the 4 month hiatus, it's been more like 4 years. But that's besides the point. I've grown to love each and every one of these guys. I've met some of them in real life, and I plan to meet the other ones in real life as well, which is, awesome to think about. But if you guys want to check out this movie, there is a trailer for it on YouTube. But if you want to watch it, you can find it on Amazon Prime. You can either rent it or buy it on there. It is really cheap, but it does help support Dave and everyone else in here. But if you don't have any money, we get it. So if you want to check it out on Tubi, you are more than welcome to, because that is a free streaming service. Yeah, if you guys are totally interested in this, definitely check it out. And being a part of this project has actually made me write a script for 2 short films, and I've already spent like $70 on the first one on props and stuff, and I plan on filming that here in 2 or 3 weeks. But that's besides the point. I might make a video talking about that. I'm not entirely sure, or I might just release it. I don't know. But yeah, Dave has inspired me to direct, because that's another thing that I've struggled with being on YouTube. I don't want to be the guy that just talks about movies. I want to do other things. I want to do music. I want to direct films. I want to direct short films, I want to do more than just review films, because anybody can do that. And Dave is a prime example of that. He can do other things, and I myself can do other things. You can do other things. It was a literal blast watching this, and I might be biased, but this is my third favorite movie of the year so far. I've only seen 6. I like A Man Called Otto better and Knock at the Cabin, but this is my number 3 favorite movie of the year so far, and we're about to hit March, so I don't know. I am a bit biased with that. I give this movie like an 8 out of 10 because I was just so enthralled with it and seeing some of my best friends in here, which is really crazy. But if I do have to give some negatives or, things I need to point out, it is a bit mixed in the audio department. Sometimes there are really loud scenes. Sometimes you can barely hear what anybody is saying. So that does get, a bit iffy at times. And then another thing, the green screen effects are really noticeable, but that doesn't really take away from the film for me because, I've had experience with green screen and I can never make it look right. And, I give total respect to Dave and everybody that did their part in this as well. And there's this one shot where Mike and Dave are in the same room and then they like sit on the same chair. It's really crazy how they did it. And he told me they did it several times. And then there's one more thing I want to point out. This is a very, very, very low budget film. It's either no to low budget, okay? So in the climax, there's supposed to be stuff going on, but it sort of plays out like a radio play from the 1950s, which, can throw some people off, but I'm a fan of that because your imagination can run wild with what's going on. But those are my only three things that I'm griping about. Everything else in here is fucking great. Everyone does great in here, from Dave or Mike or Anthony or Justin or Robbie, and then some of my other friends as well make cameos in here just like me, and it's really cool. But I'm going way too much into this. But I want to talk about one more thing before I go. So this is not going to be the official backdrop. This is just temporary. I will return in about another 2 or 3 months when I'm ready. I want to make things look more professional. This does not look professional, okay? But I want to make things professional because I would like to support myself doing this one day, This is my passion. I've always wanted to do things on the internet, So whenever I come back, just expect a lot more professional lighting, professional audio. Actually, I'm going to be using this mic because I just found a new wire for it. So if it sounds good, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I have like a couple of ideas what I want the official backdrop to be, whenever I come back. But that's besides the point. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to check out Secret Scene because if you watch my channel, you more than likely watch everyone else's channel that is in the film. So that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.